Umitri rang ba kajala Meghalaya konat ke sama ulong ba katrat kampo yeng ke Sorkar India hi kadang eksamin ya ke jingdawa menteri kam ya ke lain permit ha kajala Meghalaya. Hendai ke Sorkar Meghalaya de politik alian kelasum kia ya ke ni ke jingdawa. Ha bu juba bikimat jing penslam ban menteri kam ya ke lain permit dia bala menjur da ke yeng darbat hawan House nam arja ka kendai balawan ra dau MLA ke nongpo ba Merel Bonds im ha ke sngi ba ar ke darbar senrai jong ke yeng darbar ha ke sur ke zero hour notice ha khalar tarik nailur ajar puar umite rang ba ulo ong babun ki jnit ki janat ki ba kitrat kampo yeng kadang semben hado menta haswa kan ye ba merel bon ulabu ko jingkali ba balai Sorkar India kam ai jingkular ban penteri kam ne em ya ka LP namar ki wei pat ki jelai klayo ban penteri kam.
So the issue of demanding of inner line permit in the state is nothing new. It has been there since many decades in the past. Even the August House has passed a resolution on the 19th of December 2019, where it says that now therefore this House has on this 19th day of December 2019 unanimously resolved to urge upon the government of India to implement the inner line under the Meghalaya Eastern Frontier Regulation 1873 in the state of Meghalaya, and further to move the government of India making necessary amendment to the aforesaid regulation for inclusion of state of Meghalaya in the preamble of the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation. So human migration is a universal phenomenon, and it has been taking place throughout human history in the past. It has also been recognized as one of the human rights by the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, adopted by the UN General Assembly in 1948. Declaration in Clause 1 and 2 of Article 13 states, everyone has a right to freedom of movement and residence within the border of each state, to leave any country, including his own, and to return to his own country. Almost all religions of the world have experienced migration of people of one type or the other, caused by one or the other factor, that there is hardly a region that is not affected by this kind of phenomenon. Migration of people often take place from those regions with higher density of population to those having less density, from those having lower level of development to those having higher level of development, and from those that are conflict-ridden to those are more peaceful and ensuring better security system. Like in other part of the world and other part of our country, Northeast India also has witnessed, the different state in Northeast has experienced and witnessed migration of people from outside the region, which is a grave concern for the indigenous people of the state at large. Carved out Assam first as an autonomous state on April 2nd, 1970, the later as full-fledged state on 21st January 1972. Meghalaya is largely tribal inhabited state with the Khasis, the Jaintias, and the Garos forming the main indigenous tribe. Meghalaya is one of the states that has experienced higher growth rate of population than the national average also. As per 2011 census, Meghalaya decadal growth rate of population 2001-2011 was 27.95%, which was higher than the national growth rate, which stood at 17.70%. High population growth rate in the state is often perceived as many as being contributed to the migration of several people from the state. Many acts have been passed, and for the interest of the indigenous tribal interests of the land and employment, the United Khasi Jaintia Hill Autonomous District Council enacted the United Khasi Jaintia Hill District Transfer of Land Act 1953, Land Transfer Act 1953, and the United Khasi Jaintia Hills Autonomous District Council Trading by Non-Tribal Regulation Act 1954. We also have the Meghalaya Transfer of Land Regulation Act 1971, and even the reservation policy has been in place for the interest of the indigenous people at large. And in the past, the successive government have also recommended in 2012, where the committee has been set up, and the recommendation of the committee said, having applied due diligence to the various dimensions emanating from the deliberation, the committee resolved to place the following recommendation before the government for appropriate and timely action. This is the recommendation in 2012. Sir. Introduction of ILP throughout the state of Meghalaya through appropriate legislation, which should include Kyrwoh Hills also, by looking into the legality of repeal order of 1897. The proposed ILP could be structured in a manner that would facilitate the participation of traditional institutions, NGO, civil society, and due care can be exercised so that the genuine resident of the state should not subject to undue harassment. So, as I have said, the intention of bringing this 0-hour notice is to take a call, that the government will take a call for the lengthy process that has been taken place, that why ILP has not been implemented till now. Because we have seen in the past many acts has been passed during British time, like the Eastern Bengal Frontier Regulation 1873, in which the genesis of ILP is there. Even the Christian Marriage Act 1872, still relevant till now. So we would like to see that after the resolution has been passed by this August House and deliberate attempt has been made by several civil society, pressure group, citizen of a state for the speedy implementation of ILP in our state, I would like to urge my sincere request and urge the government through you, sir, the Honorable Chief Minister, that this issue has to be taken place at the earliest. And I would like to know few issues from the Honorable Chief Minister is that even though in the past we have had the Foreigner Restricted Area Order 1963 was applicable to the state, that was subsequently withdrawn on 26 May 1995, which has hardly harmed the state. My query is that why is the Home Ministry taking so long to examine? Number two, what are the main reasons or objection for the proposed implementation of ILP in Meghalaya, which is still under the consideration of the Union Home Ministry? Number three, is there any objection from any quarter or stakeholder of Meghalaya or from neighboring state? Number four, sir, if the Home Ministry has retained ILP in other state of Northeast India, and recently it has been implemented in Manipur, why not in Meghalaya? And lastly, number five, sir, through this 0-hour notice, I would like to bring to the notice of the House that if the Union government may kindly give an assurance that ILP will be implemented in Meghalaya at the earliest, and if not, will it state the reason for non-implementation of ILP in our state? Sir, this is my brief submission for this through this 0-hour notice. I would like to get a clarification from the Honorable Chief Minister. Thank you, sir.
Chief Minister, please.
Thank you, sir. So before I go to the reply, I just want to mention regarding the new system that we have, the online questions that are here, sir. So just if the one issue can be resolved, that when you click on the questions and you click on the reply, then the reply number is not the same as the reply number on the sheet, sir. So for example, my reply, the first reply was star question 23 in the reply, sir, sheet, whereas in the actual reply, it's star question number 1. Similarly, when I was replying, I thought I'll use this. So I started to reply, it said star question 9, whereas actually star question 3. That's why it took me about 2-3 seconds to come back. So just a suggestion to the team that's actually...
We are taking note of that.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Mr. Speaker, sir, At the outset, I take this opportunity to thank Shri Meralbon CM to Honorable MLA of Nongpo for tabling this important zero-hour notice under Rule 49A of Procedures and Conduct of Business regarding news clipping, which appeared in the Shillong Times dated 16th July 2022 under the caption, quote, ILP demand gather steam ahead of polls, unquote. Sir, I would like to inform the members of this august House that the demand for the implementation of the inner line permit by different organizations and NGOs has been a long pending issue. So the demand for ILP even grew stronger after the enactment of the Citizen Amendment Act, with several NGOs convening meetings in and around the state, expressing their dissent against the non-implementation of ILP in the state. In view of the increasing demand for implementation of ILP, this August House convened a one-day special session on the 19th of December 2019 and unanimously adopted a resolution in favor of implementing ILP in the state. Mr. Speaker, sir, I would also like to inform the honorable members of this House that a delegation of local MLAs met the Honorable Union Minister in New Delhi on the 20th of February 2020, and the delegation was informed that the central government is examining the resolution passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly, and it was assured that the rights of the tribal people of the state will not be diluted. Sir, it is also worth emphasizing that during the 69th Plenary North-East Council meeting, which was attended by Shri Amit Shah, Honorable Union Home Minister, held from the 23rd to 24th of January 2021, members of 7 NGOs wrote a letter to the Deputy Commissioner, East Khasi Hills, seeking an appointment with the Honorable Union Home Minister, and 7 members from each organization met the Honorable Union Home Minister, and they conveyed the importance of implementing ILP in the state. Several other local NGOs also demanded for a similar appointment with the Honorable Union Home Minister, but they were assured that they will be called to Delhi for further deliberations on the matter. So, pertaining to the news item dated 16th of July 2022 that appeared in Shillong Times regarding the growing demand of ILP by NGOs, it is worth mentioning that the Honorable Union Minister of State for Petroleum and Natural Gas and Labour Employment, Shri Rameshwar Teli, officially visited the state on Meghalaya on the 12th of July 2022, wherein he stated that the Government of India desired to see Meghalaya on the railway map. In response to this, the Khasi Hills Students' Union issued a press release demanding for the implementation of inner line permit under the Bengal Eastern Frontier Regulation Act of 1873. Mr. Speaker, sir, on 17th of August 2022, NESO and other pressure groups held a sit-in demonstration in Shillong, protesting the implementation of Citizenship Amendment Act and to voice their demand for the implementation of ILP. So the current law and order situation in the state is peaceful and harmonious, and any reports of protest or agitation are being effectively handled by the Meghalaya Police. It may be stated that the resolution passed by the Meghalaya Legislative Assembly on 19th of December 2019 was sent to the Ministry of Home Affairs, Government of India, for consideration via DO number POL.161/2012/PT/151 dated 23rd of December 2019. The government again approached the Union Home Ministry on the matter by DO letter number CM/UM/2020/21 dated 17th of November 2020. Sir, during the visit of the Union Home Minister to the state on 23rd of February 2021, a memorandum was submitted by the state government in which the matter relating to the demand for implementation of ILP in the state is also included, along with other demands. And sir, the state of Meghalaya is awaiting the response of Government of India on the matter. Mr. Speaker, sir, the honorable member from Nongpo had also mentioned about the different points and said that he would seek some clarification on the different issues. He had mentioned about 7-8 points which I'm sure the officials have noted down. And I would like to say, sir, the precise reason why this examination of this ILP is going on are the considerations which the Honorable Member himself has mentioned. That there are so many factors that are there, and I'm sure that the Home Ministry is examining all of those aspects. And as I've mentioned a number of times in the press also, and also to the other members who have asked about this, that from our side, the seriousness has been shown by the passing of the resolution by this House, and now this entire matter is with the MHA and Government of India, and hence we have to wait for any kind of direction or approval from their end. So, Mr. Speaker, sir, before I resume my seat, I once again thank the Honourable Member of this August House, Shri Meralbon CM, for tabling this important 0-hour notice to discuss the pertinent issue of implementation of inner line permit in the state of Meghalaya. With these few words, sir, I resume my seat. Thank you, sir.
Yes.
I would like to place on record.
Sir, just to mention, sir,
You may seek clarification on it.
Clarification.
So 0 hour, normally there is no debate, sir.
No, not a debate. Allow me to thank you, sir. I will take this opportunity to thank the Honorable Chief Minister for elaborately explain the process with due diligence that has been taken by the government. My sincere request is that more extra effort has to be taken by the government of the day so that the people of the state will see the light of the day that ILP will be implemented in our state. Thank you, sir.